Ashafo me no ka say Randy Abbey ene eye Baumia onankasa ni nipa ba ko Abronye omode afeso. But let me have an update for you because Kamia ko say the issue between Randy Abbey and Abronye no, it has taken a different thing. Now on this particular same platform any amount update say Abronye Randy Abbey, who is now the acting Cocoa Board CEO, he has sued Abronye. He sued Abronye based on the fact say Abronye aka say sebiu Cocoa Board CEO now no acting Cocoa Board CEO Randy Abbey wa hijack Cocoa Board open contracts a wunya and on nebusianfo egu ho a ate say bibia everything is centered and revolves around Randy Abbey. Randy Abbey na or your broadcaster ate say season broadcaster with a Good Morning Ghana but now or the position at ho. But Randy Abbey etin same way no clearly no ni anje ho e ma na sue Abronye. But then update abasi say part say the court case no has been dismissed. Basically Abronye has won. In fact he didn't even win. They didn't even hear the case because it's Randy Abbey case, not the buy, you know. It doesn't make sense. Now, there's a deep explanation to it. But I'll share how I'll say. Court dismisses Randy Abbey's defamation suit against Abronye as procedural defective over his use of Cocoa Board's legal team for his personal suit. So the issue here, according to what we are learning, is because having to do with the fact say Randy Abbey ebra osu Cocoa Board no. Osu Randy Abbey bro sue Abronye say Abronye can hon sem bone and the position that Randy Abbey is holding yatias here but ban say na who sue Abronye who use Cocoa Board legal department Sebio we can as human beings and individuals Cocoa Board no enye nipa ba ko de a government so we can criticize the institution without any repercussion. You bit criticize it, but then Randy Abbey CEO he used the Cocoa Board legal department to file his case. Into case ni kwa say Abronye against Cocoa Board. It is not so. Obia can won some money as a CEO. You sue the person in court, you versus the person, and you Cocoa Board in some. Into that is what we are learning. Say a causing. The High Court say procedural process will be used to sue someone. No, any positioner or no Randy Abbey will no we breach it. No case no ya dismiss it. So ye ntie case nipo and ya dismiss case no. But then we are learning say Randy Abbey akwa file case no from option screen no so I say I really need more legal education on this Randy Abbey vs Abronye's ruling. If indeed Honorable Randy Abbey, the CEO of Cocoa Board, abused powers of his office by using the Kegan department of Cocoa Board to pursue his personal defamation suit, he should do the honorable thing by resigning. It's or party say, they've had issues. Say Randy Abbey in the case now, only Abronye wono case no, you thrown it out. Another court have the High Court have chewed it out. Thrown out now, or thrown it out. No, it was based on the issue. Say, on TV Cocoa Board CEO, no, Randy Abbey, on TV use the institution as Cocoa Board for his own personal legal fight against Abronye. Abronye can send against or no Randy Abbey. Now, even if it's against Cocoa Board, and Randy Abbey business to sue Abronye using Cocoa Board. If Abronye can stand about or no Randy Abbey should go and face him in court with his own lawyers, not the lawyers of Cocoa Board. So that is exactly what is really going on now. This tells us the reason why Abronye perhaps might have won this case. Now, because even now, what we just read, no, Utimu said there are calls for Randy Abbey to actually resign from his position, and because you can't actually do this. Obeka said, and yes, Obeka abuse of power. Udo be court, I don't court, but then using Cocoa Board's legal department to pursue your own legal ambition, no. And in turn, certain legal scholars have already advocating say either this man resigns and I'm say Mahama but then we need more clarification on this. Institution screen so or say this coming from Graphic Online though, or say court throws out Randy Abbey's defamation suit against Abronye for being procedural defective. Into Yebe Ridi Kakra, or say Accra High Court has dismissed defamation suit by the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Cocoa Board, Randy Abbey, against the Bono Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Kwame Bafo, also known as Abronye, on grounds of being procedural defective. In the ruling delivered on Monday, January 19th, 2026, the court presided over by Justice Halima El Alawa Abdul Basit described the writ as procedural defective because it was issued by the legal department of Cocoa Board with director of legal of Cocoa Board as lawyer for the plaintiff, Randy Abbey. In the part said Randy Abbey did not just use the legal department of Cocoa Board to pursue his legal fight against Abronye. He even went on further to use the director of legal, the lawyer for Cocoa Board, director of legal of Cocoa Board, and the lawyer of Cocoa Board for Onwan Kasani Randy Abbey. The fight until Randy Abbey fights and fights no against Abronye no. The same lawyer representing Cocoa Board, the same lawyer is representing Randy Abbey. No, say a procedural defective. Or say according to the court defamation. According to the court, defamation was in personam. The court, according to the court, defamation was in personam, directed at a specific person, and since Cocoa Board was not a party to the lawsuit, the writ should not have emanated from its legal department. The plaintiff, having sued in his personal capacity, ought to procure the service of a private legal practitioner to represent him. I therefore find the instant writ of summons and statement of claim as procedural defective, and same is dismissed. The court held. Instead of Randy Abbey used the legal department of Cocoa Board to sue Abronye because Abronye case was against Onu Randy Abbey. Instead of used Cocoa Board fight and a Cocoa Board's legal lawyers to fight Abronye. And secondly, to Cocoa Board lawyer Penny or no, and a bit DH as Randy Abbey's personal lawyer to fight Abronye. And a year court in chair say, when in terms of defamation, it's giving an impersonum kind of vibes. HSA that nipa na who sue no, I could fight different party and audio mafra, and now you sue a buying nipa and a party they shouldn't have anything to do with the case. And I will see you more. But then, in some way, question one person also, or the same Biababe Tuja, Wababe Kasa, on all of these issues are Ekoso, Oliver Barker Vomowo. Now, Oliver Barker Vomowo actually posted something, a bit controversial, also kind of thought-provoking though, because he was reacting, as a lawyer, he was reacting to this case against Randy Abbey. So very soon on your screens, Utie in Sema Oliver Barker Vomowo Ekanya, or say, I've seen the very correct decision by Justice Halima Abdul Basit dismissing the defamation suit filed by Randy Abbey because he used the legal department of Cocoa Board to file the suit. I applaud the decision. Further, I think it's proper that Randy Abbey be personally surcharged for the expenses, time, and cost of the legal resources used for the institution. To basically, what a year or Sergeant Oliver Bakawavomo or say, he's lauding decision I just need to take care perfect. And also, essence Randy Abbey used the resources of Cocoa Board for his own personal legal battle. It was said, then he has to re-embed Cocoa Board for the time, the effort, and the resources. To be clear, I can't believe I have to say this. I have nothing personal against Randy Abbey, and this is not a personal attack. For those of you at the back who view every commentary in personal envy and hatred themes, I'm talking from purely public law perspective and on what must guide public administration and use of public resources to vindicate personal wrongs. If I were him, I will ask the legal department and the accounts team to invoice me based on the GBA scale of fees. Shalom. And Opal said, now Randy Abbey has to do the needful. The needful that Randy Abbey has to do now is so simple. He has to go and also pay back Cocoa Board for using Cocoa Board's legal department. To fight and not to further a fight. As our fight is between himself and Abronye, no Cocoa Board. So that's exactly what is really going on. Remember, as a nipa ID kind and someone who be posted or or say per what is going on. The right and honorable thing Randy Abbey must do is to resign. That's exactly what is really going on. Now, same way about Abronye and Randy Abbey, and the issue of Abronye Sababi PM, second Japan camp on air patch say attacks be because we need to do and Baumia camp need to deal with Abronye explicitly before they can point their fingers at anyone. And a lawyer Obri Yabua, Eddie Simbia Babe Tuja say the truth of the matter is Abronye insult ni die a party ni pay ye because at a particular point in time when the party is trying to actually bring people together, no, we have Abronye here insulting people left and right. And one of the things you also have to notice is that nipa omudidi na tem no extra sankofo na number come na say epa omacho say omumbe join the campaign na omu campaign ma whoever will win. Maybe Baumia. And no, and a lawyer Obri Yeboah Empire said the issue about Baumia about Abronye or Marco Panacho. Akachen say on giant sema or kanya the best still na unti. So maybe you do need the Baumia as a we in the banko amano.
Yeah, drink when I hear this uncommon no concerns no and it's a party nation say ye money acquire party na faso annual in the tradition no. Sa niema wo ya abefrafra mu sese no efrihin ne baaye is it the case a weak leadership of the party because enkrofo make certain utterances enye palatable to say the wakana no pen yet we don't see say people are being punished for sa niema na happening na enti rather no enkrofo nkuna say wo betimi akoso ayesa at the time our party headquarters no sa niema we na esia I mean Quite be na party ni leadership no efa so handle na ene yenhu ne sabe mu.
That is never correct. I mean, you need to be fair. Yes. National executive is no in 100%. But no, they are also treading cautiously. Sometimes people can say flag bearer be a liar or a liar. Man, your flag bearer in a year. Over there, working like a so punishes and define. Because we'll be able to say, we are better to abandon anything now punishment. Is that possible? Huh? You know, I mean, we need to be fair.
But you agree with me, sir, even before the flag bearers they are walking, any utterances a few of Mumu Bano. I mean, there are several instances and Crawford are attacking party na nkasa. For instance, one kasa wo fasi Abronye ninsembi awakeka to the party leadership, to the general secretary some time back, and Crawford said general secretary Ekasa no issued statement. How do you call it? Election way young contested people defy the orders of the general secretary. Yet general secretary no entimi and put punitive measures biano in place. And Crawford free says Sanya Maika ho ana the growing indiscipline to somewhat. I mean, happen our party.
No, I beg to differ. 2025, 2026 is different from the time 2022. Remember that. 2. Each occasion, each period would write its own history.
Okay.
Each occasion, each period would write its own history. So you should also know that. 3. Abronye Kasa me have on several times warned him, advised him, say, look, once I'm now on the plane, you are all can't my city.
Okay.
Now, you are on top of issues. You have the facts. But at the beginning, Efran, Mempe. Several times, I've advised him.
Okay.
But Okama or court. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, look what are we saying? And that's what I'm can be in fact a big room and in the yellow home cry. You need to be fair. Official presidential and Cassa or Cassa, you do like. Now, Abronye and may do like at the time Abronye no you or not Abronye Waka and so the proper one. So, relax.
It's here for into MPP party na kwa ese caricatures. MPP party sisi na kwa ese caricatures. Baumia Crawford di atema. And once Obianka sa Ken Japan for ni su di atema na Baumia for ne ka se ana party for maye din na ye di Baumia atem. Mo take action na Ken Japan for so aka say oh adentina na Baumia for su di Ken Japan atem wan ka hwe. Nti ono a obri yebo ano o se oh in some Baumia camp no mo kasa no mo attack Ken Japan should refer and attack those individuals, not Baumia. Meanwhile, the people to our campaign stage or more campaigning for Baumia will make that statement. But can kasa most be in a party no. Jimmy no adults no MPP party no, but that is exactly what is really going on. But then moving on from MPP party, the party itself, no, we don't know what is really happening. No, you moving from there, near a party which is actually working for Ghanaians. A party which knows exactly what it's doing, and this particular party, the